Alright, so in this video series, we're going to be learning how to use SASS. SASS is a CSS preprocessor. It compiles a SASS script into CSS, and it gives a whole lot of options for us to use. Now, me personally, I'll be redesigning my site Computing Essentials with SASS, just to give it a better look and everything. And in order to set up SASS, I will leave a link in the description to my gist on how to install SASS. It is a pretty straightforward process, and yeah, so once you're done with installing SASS, let's dive straight in and start sort of compiling it. I have set this up on my Linux machine provided by Vagrant, and on this we will be sort of setting up our website. Now, if you don't know how to use Vagrant, you can go to my tutorial on that. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. So anyways, let's get started. In here, I have two directories in the www file called CSS and SCSS. I have two files within those directories called main.scss and main.css. And I'm going to create another file called index.html. I'm going to press enter and it's going to create that. I'm going to generate a doc type. And there we go. Now I'm going to give it a title real quick, and in here we're going to create a link tag, and that's going to be css slash style.css. Oh, sorry, main.css, sorry. um Main.css. I'm going to save that, and if I refresh over here we should get that. All right, that's good. Now in here, in order to compile SASS, you have two options. One is dash dash watch. Now for some reason, the watch command itself is not working. I've tried a lot in the past attempts of me making this tutorial, but for some reason it just doesn't work. So anyways, if by the time you are sort of done with setting up SASS and you have something ahead of version 3.4.10, you can probably try out whether the SASS watch function works or not. So basically, it's pretty simple: SASS dash dash watch or hyphen hyphen watch. Then you do SCSS slash main dot SCSS, and then a colon, and then you do CSS slash main dot CSS. Now, if I press enter, it's going to say SASS is watching for changes. Control C to stop. Now, I've experienced quite a bit of problem in this. For example, if I do body and I say margin, I set the margin to 0, and even if I save it, for some reason this does not work. So instead I'm going to do it the harder way. We're going to do SASS, and then we're going to say SCSS slash main.scss, and then we're going to give it a space, and then we're going to say CSS slash main.css. Now if I press enter, it's going to compile that in, and it will remove the body's margin. If you can see over here, we have gotten rid of the body margin. Now I'll real quickly just create a header div or something. Actually, not even a header div. Now let me show you just one real good way to sort of go around with working with this. I'm going to create a variable called font color. Now let's suppose we're going to set this to hash 999, and in here I'm going to say body background color. I'm going to set that to hash 000, and then the font color will be dollar font color. That's how you sort of set the variables. And as you can probably see, it is for the most part exactly like normal CSS, just a slight bit of differences. So it's very, very easy to learn. Okay, yeah. Now, since it didn't compile automatically, I'm gonna have to do this, and it should compile. And when I refresh, there we go. We have a black background. And yeah, this is not really a very recommended or very good way to use fonts, but of course, you'll eventually will have a huge directory structure and we'll be doing everything. So, sorry. Anyways, so once you're done with that, in the next tutorial we'll begin styling and doing all the good stuff.